Good evening. Here is the news at 6. First, the highlights. Lagos State Governance Advisory Council commends Governor Sanwo-Olu for proactive measures amid hardship protest. Federal government tasked contractors on quick completion of 107 kilometers Enugu-Onitsha road dualization. On the foreign scene, Russia struggles to repel deep incursion by Ukraine as cross-border attack continues. Sport English Premier League announces new rules for 2024-2025 season. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Governance Advisory Council, GAC, the apex leadership of Lagos State All Progressives Congress, has commended Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and his team for taking proactive steps and effort in handling the protests in respect of economic hardship in a peaceful manner. GAC leader Tajuddin Olusi, who led members on the commendation visit to the governor, thanked the governor for addressing the situation promptly and Lagosians for their support.
You are all witnesses of the various encomiums, being praised on our governor by fellow citizens from the length and breadth of our country. So, we members of the GAC thought that it is appropriate and proper that we should be here to commend, to encourage and to thank God for our governor for having been directed by the Almighty to take appropriate steps.
Olusi also appreciated the governor for his administration's devotion, loyalty, and commitment to the well-being of Lagosians during this challenging time worldwide, while praying for him and President Bola Tinubu to succeed. In his remarks, Governor Sanwo-Olu thanked members of GAC from their leadership role, as well as stakeholders for their advice and security agencies for their collective effort in ensuring a peaceful atmosphere in the state.
Having listened to all what you have all said, it humbles my mind. And I'm sure I'm speaking for my brother, the deputy governor, who feel truly humbled with the words that they have used to describe us, to describe our government, and to describe me in person. I want to say that it's not a journey that I have walked alone. The success or the calmness that God has given us is a collective effort.
The governor said his administration would remain dogged, committed, and focused in bringing about good leadership while engaging and collaborating with stakeholders to continue to ensure that the country remains a place of glory. Lagos State government has launched an initiative to encourage youth enrollment in the Nigerian Armed Forces as well as curb human trafficking. Commissioner for Special Duties and Intergovernmental Relations, Olubenga Oyeredi, made this known at a seminar organized by the ministry to improve the enrollment of Lagos indigenous youth into the Nigerian Armed Forces and enlightenment program on prohibition of trafficking in persons. Oyeredi said the seminar was the theme Ignite, Sparkling Passion and Purpose, aims to motivate the youth and equip them with the energy needed to overcome life challenges. He noted that statistics have revealed a drastic reduction in the enrollment of youth from state into the Nigerian Armed Forces and the police, hence the need to sensitize them on the benefit of joining the armed forces. Oyeredi also highlighted the challenges faced by youth, including unemployment, inability to access soft loans for small-scale businesses, and lack of relevant skills to take up available job opportunities. He stated that the Themes Plus agenda and the inclusiveness programs of the current administration were aimed at addressing youth unemployment and promoting gender balance. The Lagos State Domestic and Sexual Violence Agency, the SVA, has continued its statewide sensitization efforts on the need to stem the spate of sexual and gender-based violence (SGBV) in the state by engaging with community development committees (CDCs) in Ikosi Sherry. In her remarks at the event, Executive Secretary of the SVA, Titilola Viva Adeni, stressed the need to sustain awareness initiatives. She noted that the rise in continuous engagement had encouraged many survivors to break the culture of silence, patriarchy, and other reasons earlier experienced in the state and increased cases reported at the agency. Also, head of community engagement, Damilare Adewusi, highlighted the role of community leaders as mandated reporters, emphasizing that they must report and not conceal SGBV cases. He outlined different reporting methods, introduced available family support unit, and shared the toll-free number 080-0033-3333 for hotline information. The Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission is set to amend the Domestic Crude Oil Supply Obligations DCSO Regulation 2023. The Commission stated this in a notice signed by the Chief Executive of the NUPRC, Benga Komalafe. According to the NUPRC, the National Data Repository Regulations will also be reviewed, as it has the intention of consulting stakeholders for their input. It enjoined stakeholders to download and review the proposed regulations, adding that all submissions must be made using the format accessible through a link on its site. This is coming amid alleged non-compliance of crude producers with the current DCSO regulations. Now to the rest of the stories. The federal government has directed contractors handling the 107 kilometers Enugu-Onitsha road dualization to speed up work on the project. Minister of Works David Umahi gave the directive during a meeting with the Enugu state government and contractors handling the project. Umahi, who expressed disappointment over the slow pace of work on the project, blamed the sufferings of road users on the lack of commitment and insensitivity of the contractors. The minister commended the Enugu state government for the resolve to fund the construction of a 20-kilometer section of the road. He warned the contractors that the federal government will not accept phased handovers of projects and has phased out variation of price in contract administration. Namibia says it will recommit to ideals of the Nigeria-Namibia Joint Commission of Cooperation to accelerate national growth and development. These were the high point of discussions held between the Namibian High Commissioner to Nigeria, Humphrey Gaiseb, and the Director General of the Nigerian Technical Aid Corps, Yusuf Buba Yakub, during a visit by the Namibian envoy to the Technical Aid Corps in Abuja. While noting the commendable impact of the Technical Aid Corps scheme over the past years, the Namibian ambassador to Nigeria said Nigeria remains a big brother nation that made immense contributions to his country's independence struggles and the development. He recalled that some of the best crops of civil and public service professionals as medical professionals and teachers that excelled and ensured a smooth transition from their colonial masters in a newly independent Namibia were trained by Nigerians. In his response, the Director General, Nigerian Technical Aid Corps, Yusuf Buba Yakub, reiterated the commitment of President Bola Tinubu administration to continue to provide technical assistance to brother nations across Africa, the Caribbean, and the Pacific countries. In foreign news, Russia is moving reinforcement into its western Kursk region as Ukraine's cross-border surprise attack continues for a fourth day. Reports suggest that Ukrainian troops are operating more than 10 kilometers inside Russian territory, the deepest cross-border advance by Kiev since Moscow launched its full-scale invasion in February 2022. Russia has declared a state of emergency in the region. Meanwhile, Ukrainian police says 11 people have been killed and 37 injured in a strike on a supermarket in the frontline Donetsk region. Late on Thursday, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky said Moscow must feel the consequences for its invasion of Ukraine, but did not directly mention the situation in Kursk. In sport now, the English Premier League EPL has announced new rules for the upcoming 2024-2025 football season. As the domestic league games begin on Friday, August 16, with an opening match between Manchester United and Fulham. The EPL said there will be a significant difference in the rules guiding the games. The EPL said it will practice the multi-ball system in 2024-2025 with 15 balls in use to speed up the game. It warned that ball assistants are not permitted to return a ball to a player but should return it to a vacant cone. It added that the referee would send off a club's technical area staff who deliberately delays the restart of play by holding on to the ball, kicking the ball away, while players who do the same in the technical area will receive a yellow card. And that's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, remember, speed thrills but kills. Please avoid excessive speed. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms: X at Traffic Radio 961, Facebook Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website www.trafficradio961. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration trained 250 residents in an entrepreneurship mentorship program? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights after major stories. The Lagos State Government has launched an initiative to encourage youth enrollment in the Nigerian Armed Forces, as well as curb human trafficking. The federal government has directed contractors handling the 107 kilometers Enugu-Onitsha road dualization to speed up work on the project. We also told you that Russia is moving reinforcement into its western Kursk region as Ukraine's cross-border surprise attack continues for a fourth day. And finally, in sports, the English Premier League has announced new rules for the upcoming 2024-2025 football season. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adesuwa. Enjoy your car. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.